Free Guy. I think a Fall Guy. Free Guy.
Yeah.
Free Guy came out starring Ryan Reynolds.
My guy.
Of Deadpool fame.
Cool. I loved him before that though.
Yeah. What was he? What was his?
See, he's been my guy since like Waiting.
Waiting.
Yeah, since like back then.
Is that the one
at a restaurant?
Where's the one where he was a fat guy in the beginning and then?
No, that's Just Friends.
Just Friends.
I love that movie. That movie.
Yeah, you would. You like those romantic comedies.
Also, first of all, yes, one, which is there's nothing wrong with that. Two, I was also fat, went away, came back.
So it's inspirational for you.
Nah, because I had already done it by the time the movie came out, but it was very reflective. It hit. It
hit home?
Yeah, it hit home. It hit home. I had a very similar.
Okay, so you like Central Intelligence too?
No, it's not that serious because it was way more devastating. He had a very traumatic experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I didn't have that much of a traumatic experience.
Gotcha.
But anyways, Ryan Reynolds. I've been
Ryan Reynolds
since forever.
Yeah, he's cool. His humor's very unique.
Yeah. He could be sarcastic. He could be satirical. I like him.
Yeah. Sometimes he's too much. Sometimes when he's doing the Ryan Reynolds thing, sometimes it's too much.
I hear you, but it's always been like he was Van Wilder. Like that's
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that, like he's doing that.
So he's very on brand. It's been that way for a while.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying gotcha.
I think that's part of it.
And the roles are good for that.
It fits. So I think he's not doing it by accident. Yes, all his big joints are perfect for that.
Yes, Free Guy is a different type of Ryan Reynolds, sort of.
But also no, because he did. Well, now we're getting rom-commy. The Definitely Maybe, where he had the daughter.
Oh, I didn't
that's
see that
a
one.
good one. That's a good one. And he wasn't extra. Like he was more tame in that one. He was more low key.
He was more tame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I think he's well rounded.
Gotcha.
He could do something serious too. I want to see him do something like for real.
You think so?
Yeah.
The Oscar guy?
Not like that serious. But like something good serious.
The right role maybe. When he gets older, probably.
That'd be good.
Because his humor's not gonna hit always. So, what do you think of the movie overall?
So I could say, I could appreciate, like a movie could be, for example, corny, and you can appreciate it's corny, but it has this, it has this, and it has this. So this movie's like corny. It's corny, but it's
a high concept movie too.
So I put it together at the same time. You saw Ready Player One?
Yes.
So I kind of, because
Classic.
it's kind of gamer, because it's kind of, so I kind of, it's in the same world as Ready Player One, where they have to like beat the game to beat the bad guy, and the bad guy wants to beat. It's kind of in the same world, but I think Ready Player One had more of like a serious tone. This was kind of corny in that same field. So I appreciate it. I appreciate how corny it was. I wish it didn't have the love story at the end. That was what killed it for me. But I had fun. Like I was having fun watching it. So it was corny. Yes, corny. But it was still cool. Like I had fun.
I think it reminded me of like the Truman Show mixed with Ready Player One.
The Truman Show, because it was his thing. Like
it was,
going up against the wall and throwing that was very Truman Show.
Yeah, he was in the bubble, and there was a world outside he didn't know. Mm-hmm. But he's artificial intelligence, so there's kind of a Space Jam 2 element in there.
Oh God,
which is like that. But
I think we're gonna see a lot more of that.
The high concept of it worked for me. If you play along, like you said, like you play along.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what you're going into, like that. They didn't really, and I like the movie that when it doesn't explain too much, because when it started off, it didn't explain too much.
Right.
I like that. I like when you
let it breathe.
Yeah, it lets you figure out stuff. There's no like narration, like talking about what we're doing. What is this? Whatever. It just goes into it.
Yeah.
Ready Player One did that because that was a super high concept movie.
Yeah.
Like super, but Spielberg, he did it right.
Spielberg.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So this guy made a movie and it's pretty good.
Shawn Levy. Where do I know Shawn Levy from? I know that name. That was the director. Night at the Museum.
Okay. Ben Stiller.
The Interns. Date Night. Okay. So like just okay.
Date Night, that's where I remember him.
Date Night is
Steve Carell and Tina Fey.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg.
He did The Watch.
Okay.
With Vince Vaughn.
So. Yeah, Vince Vaughn. Ben Stiller.
All right, so yeah, he's done those kind of movies.
So this is like his blockbuster type comedy. What do you think of blockbuster comedies?
What's blockbuster like? Oh, $100 million. It had $100 million budget. It has to be
super
a
high budget.
Yeah.
Comedy though. This is a comedy, right? Or is it action?
I think it's action comedy.
Action comedy, right?
Yeah.
So it's not a pure comedy.
And it's not rated R, I don't think.
It's not. I can't even tell
comedy
anymore.
action.
I can't even tell what the rating. I can't tell a movie by the rating anymore. I think they're all trying to make rated R movies, but then they just try to scale it back to make more money. And then eventually it's going to be an uncut version.
I can't find out what it's rated. PG-13.
PG-13.
Yeah,
They're
so
allowing
it's not
more
rated R.
fucks in PG-13s these days, I think. You're only allowed one usually, traditionally.
I can't remember if there was a lot of fucks in this movie.
I can't remember either.
I like that it shouted out the gamer world. I don't know anything about gamers, but there was like kids when I went to go watch it, and the kids were freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, because
They lost their mind when it was. I know the ninja guy because the ninja guy has been on ESPN, but the other guy, there's like a British guy, and there was another guy, and they lost. I'm talking about they lost their shit.
It's one of those movies I have to watch again because there was cameos I missed. I heard
when I saw,
I saw Chris Evans that was barely was in it,
yeah.
but there's other guys that are in it. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's other guys that are in it that I have I didn't catch it. Maybe it's just
the bunny thing was a thing. There was a couple that I saw. I didn't know even.
I mean,
where they
you
were
obviously
from.
seen Channing Tatum and
Obviously, yeah, that was my man. That was an awesome one.
Channing Tatum,
and he was dancing the whole time. So that's my guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's more cameos in there, and I like the cameos.
And same thing with Channing Tatum. He was fucking Magic Mike. So when you
you
know what I'm saying. So when you play him opposite of that, it always hits.
Yeah, because in the beginning he's like a badass with the girl and the car, and then fucking. But that world is popping up a lot of like Ready Player One. Like, is this what's gonna happen in the future? You think?
Yeah, it's all gonna be about this.
Symbiotes and
because that's where we're leading. That's where we're going. That's what's happening now.
That movie came out a couple years ago. Surrogates with Bruce Willis. Did you see that movie?
No, I saw the trailer though. It's
like in the future where basically everybody just lives at home and just sends out their robot that looks like them, and they control them 100%.
Bro, that's where we're going.
I think it's going. Like Ready Player One and this one, it's like just people are on the front of the computer.
Bro, that shit with the Oculus, people are just gonna start, and that whole like Second Life, you're gonna do like the virtual reality, and then you're gonna be able to upload, and then you're just gonna be able, why do I need to do anything? You're just gonna be able to live in it. Same thing with like what's Inception, where you dream, where you go to dream, and they're like, what's the difference? Who would we choose? It's the same thing with AI.
You think so?
I think we're already there. It's just gonna become more and more accessible. Like GPS was around in 2000, but just nobody had it on their phone. Once they put it here, now everybody has GPS. Oculus is around. If AI and that virtual shit is around, it's just soon is gonna hit where everybody has it accessibly. The Oculus isn't gonna be $500. It's gonna be like one. Things aren't gonna play. They're gonna play Call of Duty all the way in, and they're gonna be in Call of Duty. It's gonna be crazy.
Did you see the movie Toys?
No, I don't think so.
Robin Williams, LL Cool J.
No.
Well, it's about Robin Williams' father owned a toy company, and he died. So they're gonna like rebranding the toy company and all that, and then they wanted to bring like a military element to them, like, and Robin Williams like a purist, like his father never made military weapons and all that. But basically, they were using kids to play video games, but they were really fighting wars and shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was like a '90s movie, but it's like the concept of it was weird. Yeah, it's like basically like drones. Like have the kids that are good at video games flying the actual drones.
Those are the people that are killing people right now.
It was early '90s. It was crazy.
They're in Arizona in rooms, and they sit in cubicles, and they're nerdy, and they sit and they drink extra large Mountain Dews because they need to sit up all day, and then they kill people pressing buttons.
Why is the Mountain Dew the nerd drink?
I don't know. They stop at 7-Eleven.
Everybody,
they drink Mountain Dew. They sip Mountain Dew through a straw, and they.
Have you noticed that Mountain Dew is? You just said it off the rip. Like, you just thought about it? Or?
I don't know. To me, when I think of a nerd sitting in a cubicle, sipping his, like, extra large Mountain Dew, and he has, like, Takis, and he's flying drones into shit.
Yeah, that's how warfare is going to be, probably.
That's how it's been for the last 10 years. Already. It's already like that. Right now, it's like that.
Yeah, I agree.
That's how they're killing people.
No, but I'm saying like those are like aspects of wars. They're still like soldiers and shit. But I think in the future, like all robots and shit. That's what I think. Like RoboCop. Remember RoboCop?
Yeah,
the remake.
RoboCop. Oh, the remake was trash. I'm talking about the real RoboCop.
No, in the beginning, like you see, they were doing like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Free Guy. So, what did you think of the cast overall? Besides the cameos,
I didn't know a lot of
Reynolds?
people. I like the guy from the main guy from Stranger Things, Joe Keery. His name is. I only know him from Stranger Things, and he's done like one other cool thing.
Who was he in the movie? I don't know.
He
the names.
was the guy who helped the guy and the girl who came up with the original coding.
Okay.
He worked for the bad guy. That he worked for him.
I didn't know his name.
Yeah. His Indian friend. I love his Indian. The Indian friend that
he reminds me of someone else, like that voice, right? Like,
a couple other people.
Yeah, he has that token voice.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That mad people.
But he was in. Do you watch Workaholics?
No.
You don't know what the three guys I'm talking about? Damn,
I know the
Workaholics,
show.
The guys.
Okay, he's one of them.
They did a movie about they were working in a hotel, and he was in it. He killed.
Oh, he's
it.
in there. Yeah, he's funny.
It was on Netflix. It was on Netflix.
He's got that straight comedy. I like that too.
The owner, the Antoine, the owner of the video games, he was
a director.
He was like 20. That was the director. What?
No, he is a director.
Oh, that guy's a director.
Yeah, I can't say his name.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, he's a director. He directed Thor.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Last
Thor
name.
Ragnarok. He directed.
Oh, he
that.
did.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fire. He was
He's a
he was
director.
way too extra in this shit. He needed to be. I
Yeah,
get
it's
it.
Too
He
much. I know what he was trying to do.
turn
yeah.
it down 20%, and you still got it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it was doing too much. But always these computer-based movies started with like Grandma's Boy and all that stuff. Like, there's
I love
always
Grandma's Boy.
I like that movie.
But that guy was like eccentric. He's just like getting super tan.
Yeah,
and that's
what
more
they always-
believable.
Yeah, they're
Because
always.
he wasn't over the top.
He was over the top. He thought he was a robot.
No, okay. I'm thinking of the wrong guy. That's the guy, like video game creator. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the guy who owned the video game guy, the guy who was always tan and meditating.
Oh, okay.
That's the guy who runs it. That's this guy.
Yeah.
That guy was the guy who created the game.
Programmer, whatever.
Yeah, that programmer was extra. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was trying to channel that guy.
Yeah.
Like, he was trying to do like be weird.
No,
Just
but this
be
guy was
weird.
more over the top, assholey, like
Yeah.
yelling for no reason and
Yeah.
just punt and bad jokes. I get what he was doing, like we said.
Yeah, I get
But
what
the
he was
same
doing.
message would have come across if he just turns down the volume. He was
It's
just
always
at a
curious
10.
when directors are acting, like, because he knows, not that he knows more, but
He gets a different angle.
he gets a different angle
Yeah,
when
yeah,
he's
yeah.
directing. So it's always curious when that guy.
So he probably had this in his mind, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna deliver this,"
Yeah.
and he just delivered too much on me. Taika,
Taika.
fall back. But yeah, I don't think there was. I don't remember any other. Lil Rel.
Yeah.
Lil Rel was in it.
That was weird.
I didn't like Lil Rel in this, and I love Lil Rel.
You didn't like him in the movie? Like, it was a
I don't
weird
know.
role
I
for
hated.
him?
I just hated the character. Not that it was him. I hated that the character.
I think
like,
he was doing the most with
with
what he
that
had.
what he tried. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
why
definitely.
the whole. So I don't think the character was holding him back.
Yeah.
I feel like he couldn't really be.
And was he gay? Like, I
I don't know. He was just weird.
He was best friends with Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm.
But
It was just really simple. I get it. The character was holding him back, but I just didn't like it. I didn't like that character at all.
that moment on the bridge was kind of like,
Weird. I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
it was
at all.
kind of weird, kind of touching. Like I had the music, everything. Like, it was supposed to be more dramatic,
Yeah.
but the way they played him was like, all right.
Yeah. I just didn't like that character at all. I wish they either let him be more, do a little more sooner.
Yeah.
Because like towards the end, it was like, I don't even know what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that part was even in the trailer. A little more of that.
That wasn't
earlier.
Kevin Hart-ish.
Huh?
That wasn't Kevin Hart-ish.
Not at all. Kevin
It
Hart,
just
no.
sounded like Kevin Hart. Like, no.
Nah.
All right.
I think you're just lumping together. I think it's too easy. Lil Rel, Kevin Hart. I think they're no. I don't think they were close.
Yeah, and his whole storyline was, I mean, it's tricky. Like I said, there was layers, and I like the movie because it was open into interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they didn't explain like the previous program was like this. They didn't explain AI. They just assumed you knew it.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
And then
Like,
they explained it later though. Like
they explained it later. Yeah,
once it happened. Yeah.
but it was if they didn't explain it, it would have been the same thing. Like, you just figuring out for yourself and all that, and how AI works and all that shit is learning off what you're
Trial and
what they're
error,
doing.
yeah.
It's basing on stuff. So I thought it was interesting, and I thought it was deeper than it should have been.
Yeah. There was holes. Like
Oh, it was a lot of holes.
yeah, there was holes. Like oh, you had to change him, and then she changed him right away, and then like he kisses her because he's in the game, but there's no button for that. So how does she kiss him if there's no button for that in the game?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit that there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a
stupid
lot of
shit.
stuff, and like But overall, I like the fact like it didn't go linear too. Like it didn't explain like, oh, they're coming up with the game and then the game was stolen and he works like, why is he working for them? Like it just starts off already in it. They're already playing it. It already exists. Part 2 is about to come out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe it was smart. I think they're making a sequel probably.
Really?
That's what I heard. I
It
think
could.
depending what this does.
It probably made money. I want to see how much it made.
It was definitely number 1. And it's also a Disney movie. What do you think of the references? And
They got everything. They got all the MCU joint. They got everything.
Disney's
Free Guy. What's it called when the money you make?
cool.
No.
Box office.
Box office.
It was definitely number 1. So there's nothing really out either.
17+ million the first weekend.
It's not a lot, but
5 million second weekend. Still number 1 at the box office for 2 weekends in a row.
but it's one of these movies that are
spent 100.
exclusively in theaters too. So that's not really a lot.
Yeah, but it'll come somewhere. Pause.
Yeah, it'll be on Disney eventually.
They spent 100 to 125.
Of course, it's all you see it. It's 100 million. There was a shitload of action in that movie.
Oh my God, it was nonstop. And I went to go see it in my theater. That 4DX was crazy. It was crazy.
It's Regal 4DX.
4DX and 3D. I saw the 3D joint. It was
They
crazy.
still make 3D?
They still make 3D. Oh my God. I still got the glasses in my car. So it was 4DX and 3D. She was wild, son. I was the free guy. That's why that movie was crazy. I had to take a break. I had to take a break from that motherfucker. It was so good.
So overall, what do you rate it?
I'll give it a B. I had fun.
Everything's a B.
Yeah, because the way that I have to go ABC, A is I'm like, oh, fuck yes. Fuck yes, I'll watch it again. I'll watch it with you. I'll watch it again with you.
Just for like,
That's why I'm trying to give a reference. So that when I give something an A, it's A+,
what
A,
movies
A
do you put
minus.
as an A?
I don't know. I can't think of movies on the top, but I'm saying that I would watch when I see it. I'm like, oh fuck yes, I gotta watch this again.
Gotcha.
Or I want to tell you, I want to grab my girl, like, yo, watch this. One time, yo, my nigga, you gotta watch this. Come through right now. Let's go watch this.
Gotcha. That's an A.
That's an A.
Okay.
B is like, oh, that was dope. I definitely watched that. You should watch that. Oh yeah, I like this part about it. I like this part. I didn't like this part. This part. That's something in the B's.
Gotcha.
C was like, oh my God, that was. I understand what they did. Even if this might have been good with it, sure, this might have been good, but ugh. And then anything other than that. D is like waste of time. F, I'm mad you made me watch this.
Gotcha.
So this is in the B's. So then within B's, I got a B+, B, B-. This is a regular smack in the middle B. I had fun.
I agree with you. I give it a B.
Yeah, I had fun.
I thought it's worth watching. Definitely worth watching. The best movie out in
Right now.
recent times.
And that's without the 40. With the 40X 3D, it might be.
Oh,
it
yeah,
might
it's
creep
made
into
for
an
those
A.
movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
might
made
creep
for
into
those
A-.
movies.
I had crazy fun in that motherfucker.
Yeah, definitely. And it's long too. It's 2
It was
hours.
mad long. Yeah, it was
so
2 on.
It felt like a
155.
movie, like a good. This is the first movie that I felt in a while that was like all right, they're making a real movies now.
Yeah.
They're not just pre-COVID, COVID movies. This is like a regular movie that I normally would have watched.
And it had no like built in. That's why like they had to try to throw in a lot of references because it had no pre.
Oh, it's a new.
Yeah,
A
like
new
it wasn't.
franchise,
Yeah,
a new property.
it wasn't a Mortal Kombat.
It wasn't a sequel.
An MCU.
It wasn't based
it wasn't
on anything.
anything.
It
Yeah.
was totally original. Well, it might have been a book, probably.
Well,
I don't
everything
know.
is a book. Like, everything
Whatever.
is a book.